Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline, and you're with me, Mike Spider-Slayer. Guys, we're getting ready to do another comic book review, and today we're going to be talking about an all-new Image title, and this is written by Mark Millar, or Mark Miller, however you want to say his name. Same man who writes Kick-Ass and Jupiter's Legacy, and this book is Starlight, issue number 1. Now, I didn't know what to think of Starlight when I actually first saw it. Here you get to see a man who obviously is split in two in the cover. You see an older man and you see a younger man. You have this sword in his hand and you have these spaceships. So you're like, okay, cool, Starlight, fantasy story, and what does it have to, what's the story about? Um, Basically, the artwork in this issue is different. However, it fits the tone of the book. By the time you get by the time you get done reading the book, you actually get used to it, and it fits it. It really does fit the book. Um, but I thought that this story was going to be completely fantasy right from the get-go. And it starts off that way because you see our main character here, who the name is Duke McQueen. And you see him getting this medal. He's saving the universe. He saved the planet. And it was quite interesting. You see, oh yeah, he feels that he doesn't deserve it. So you're like, okay, fantasy is in a different world. And then right away, the book, sets off a different, goes back into the current day, and you see an older version of the gentleman. And again, his name is Duke McQueen. He wakes up at 7 o'clock in the morning. He takes a shower, and you're like, dude, this guy's kind of like an average Joe Schmo, has nothing, And it's just like, is this the same guy? But as you continue to read the issue, you find out that Duke McQueen is a great man. He's a great family man. You find out that in the issue, he has to go to this funeral, and unfortunately, it's his wife's funeral because his wife passed away of breast cancer. Um, and so as the story progresses, you get to see a little bit of history of Duke's wife, which is her name is Joanne, and you get to see a little flashback and how the couple used to be when they were young. And it was a great story here. It made you really appreciate how much of a relationship and how much Duke and his wife loved each other, and that's what made the book really shine. Was you felt sad for Duke. You really wanted to care for him. It's kind of like, dude, Duke, let me just grab you a cup of coffee or something. Let's hang out. Because you felt that the man was all alone in the issue, especially once his wife dies. Because you see his kids, his sons, kind of wind up abandoning him. It's not that they don't love him, but they have their own lives of their own. And the issue does a great job flashing back of Duke when he was in this other planet fighting other people and how he got there and whatnot, which is awesome to see. And one thing that Duke doesn't get is a lot of respect. It was said that he claims that he went to another planet. No one believes him. It's all over the newspapers. Kids make fun of him. And again, you get to see all these flashbacks, how he rode these dragons and things like that. And then when it came to the 1 year anniversary of his wife's death, he makes this big dinner and no one shows up. And it's really sad. So it really made you care for the character in this issue, and that's what I loved so much about it. But by the time you get to the end of this issue, you get to see that there's this mysterious spaceship that appears, and it's cloaked because you can see it. The rain is hitting it, and Duke is sitting there going, "You've got to be kidding me!" And that's pretty much how the end of the issue happens. There's the spaceship. So, what did I think about this issue? I thought this was a well done book written by Mark Millar. Hopefully, the book stays on time. That's one of his things that is unfortunate about the writer, that his books always get delayed. But this is a very well written book. It made you right from the very first issue, grabs you and it captured you, and you want to feel for Duke McQueen. And on the flip side of it is you want to know about this fantasy, this planet that he went to, this type of fantasy land or whatnot. So it's going to be interesting to see if we're going to keep flashing back to his current life, or he's going to go back to this planet and stay there. I don't know. How is he going to balance between family and fantasy? So it's going to be really interesting. I thought for first issue, this was phenomenal. I read this digitally for the first time. I will be purchasing it hard copy from this point going forward. I think it's well worth the investment. I think it's a different read. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. I thought this was a well done issue and a perfect way to capture a reader. So I didn't feel anything wrong with this. Even the artwork may not be the best, but I think it fits the book. And I'm going to give this book a 5 out of 5. Really great book, guys. So if you read this book, please let me know in the comments below what you think of it. And guys, as always, don't forget to check out comicrelated.com and comicfrontline.com as well, where we bring you all kinds of comic news, reviews, and a whole lot more, guys. So, fans, thank you for watching Comic Frontline, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider-Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.